Welcome everyone. I'm Beth Vandermeer and thank you for joining us for today's tutorial on the reservation process. So creating a reservation, once you log in, you'll see your home page. Usually for you, for each house, this will be the calendar page. In order to make a reservation, you'll select this button up at the top, the reservation button. Depending on your house, this might be called something different, anticipated visits or family reservations, but for us, it's just called reservation. So when you click on it, you'll get this name search bar. You always want to search for a guest to see if they've stayed at the house previously to reduce the number of duplicates. So today, Android is already in our system, and we're going to give her a reservation. So once you click on her name, it will bring up this patient chooser box and ask who the patient is. Today, the patient is Anne, but Anne might be staying here for a different patient. Perhaps her partner will be the patient next time, but today it's Anne. So to start with, we're going to give them an arrival date. We're going to check in Anne, or we're going to create a reservation starting today and going for about 2 weeks. So the departure date does not necessarily matter. It matters for the calendar page so that the system knows how long to create the ribbon. But our Hospitality HouseKeeper will never check out anybody unexpected. It'll keep extending their departure date day by day if they never check out. So the arrival date is certainly important, but the expected departure date is, again, just an expected departure date. Oops. So as you saw, you can roll these up to save some space. So everybody in Anne's family, in her group, anybody who has ever been associated with her as the patient will be listed here. So right now it's just Anne and Robot. But we've found out that another person is going to stay. So we're going to add them in. So if the whole family has the same last name, you can copy the top last name down by pressing this drop-down button. And the same is with the address. So if you know the whole family has the same address, you can copy down this way. So because we've just added Sam, they don't have an address yet. So let me show this to you. So this little button says address is incomplete. If we check mark it, it just means that it's still incomplete, but that the system at least knows it and you know it and you can save the reservation. You can also copy addresses. So if you click on the copy button, you'll see that there are 2 addresses here. I believe 1 Galaxy Way is Anne's address, and 55 Electrical Avenue is Robot's. So you can select one of these. So you'll be able to select any address that has previously been used in the group. But if that's actually wrong, you can always erase it again. So for Sam Smith, we're going to say 1 generic road and give him his zip code. So to find a zip code, you just need to start typing the first 3 digits, and then it'll start giving you options. So I believe everybody in this family lives in Fayetteville. This drop down is also where you can add phone and email information and demographics if your house tracks these. So we're going to roll up Sam. You'll see that the little red triangle is no longer there because he has an address. And we can double check Anne if we want to, and Robot. So this is a nice easy way to add a very large list of people. They will all be checkmarked as staying, but if you know that the family if not everybody is going to be staying, but you want to add them all initially, you can do that and then just uncheck the staying box. This little button is for primary guest. So you will need to mark somebody as a primary guest. It doesn't have to be the patient. It can be whichever guest you want. But that person will then be listed on all receipts and be listed as in any sort of, if you send out an email confirmation, it'll be their email address that's listed. So Anne has stayed with us before, so she already has a hospital. If I knew her treatment start and end dates, I could add those there and add in any referral agents or doctors that she might have. So if your house doesn't track these or diagnosis or location, then all of this will just not be here. You will have to select a hospital, but everything else in this section is optional. So if you have any new notes, you can add those here, and then we're going to save the reservation. And it will send any flags. It says set the highlighted relationship. So these will disappear after a while, but you can also X out of them. So Sam, we forgot to say what Sam's relationship is to Anne. So let's say that Sam is a friend. And we'll hit save again. And we'll go to this second page. So this will automatically, entering the information we did on the last page, will automatically add everybody to the wait list. But you can add more information if you want to. You can assign them a room, and if your house uses constraints, if Anne is a cancer patient, a post-op cancer patient, perhaps she needs a clean room. And so then it'll list what clean rooms are available during the dates that Anne is staying. So we're going to choose 121. And the same with ADA rooms. You can have as many constraints as you need. Our house does have a cleaning fee and a flat rate. Your house may have any number of rate models. Ours is just a flat rate. You can always adjust it up or down 10% if you want to. And then this estimated nights will be based on the arrival and departure days. And then it'll multiply out the estimated lodging and the total once you add the cleaning fee onto this. If your house uses income chooser, if it defrays the cost based on the family's income, you can open that up and do that now or when they check in later, or at any point after they check in as well. Reservation status, if you know they're coming and your house likes to track affirmations, you can check that little box. It will be saved as a note. And then we're going to put them as confirmed. So some houses will see confirmed and unconfirmed in the wait list. Our house doesn't use unconfirmed, so it's just confirmed. They're not bringing a vehicle, and if your house doesn't track vehicles at all, you won't even see this little box. And then down at the bottom are notes. You'll see this note that I added earlier. Turns out I was wrong. I need to edit it, so they'll be arriving after 11. And then we can save the note. And you can always delete notes too. So we're going to save the reservation. And you'll see that it was confirmed now for room 121. And down at the bottom, the verbal confirmation is now a note as well. So we'll go back to the house register. Let's see, we've got a lot of confirmed. So Anne is here. If she calls up and you find out she's going to be coming tomorrow, you can slide this over a day. You can drag and drop. And you can also drag and drop to a different room if that works better. The reservation will just change rooms. If you need to make substantial edits, you just click on this and it'll open up the reservation. Like for instance, if you forgot to send them an email confirmation form. So this is sort of a standard template, but you can define this to be whatever you want. Again, because we selected Anne as the primary guest, this email will go to Anne. And if we've already entered an email address for Anne, that will also be already populated here. So then we can send this email or download it to Word if you need to make changes before you send it. But that is about it. So stay tuned next time when we check and into the house. If you have any questions about this video or anything you've seen in it, please ask on the Users Forum. There's a flag up at the top left that will take you there from your site. And also, I will include a link underneath this video in the show notes. Thank you for watching.